Okay, there it goes. Hello, guys. How's it going? Sorry about that. My software was a little bit broken there, but we're good now. We're good. So, as you can tell, we're playing Hollow Knight today. How's it going? Congrats on grabbing first there, Henry Ford. Good to see you. And hello, Flames. How are you doing? Like I said, we're playing some Hollow Knight today. I'm really trying to beat the game. I just want to get my last couple of achievements, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good right now. I've taken some suggestions from YouTube. I watched a video or two, and I also had somebody comment on how to beat Markoth, and I'm really interested, so we're gonna go try this out. So we're gonna go just try to practice against him really quick. They're basically saying because you only hit him every so often, you might as well do a nail art on him. And it'll do more damage because, you know, just overall it's a better idea. So we can do an ascended run here. Ideally with as minimal damage as possible done to me. Oops. Okay, so I gotta be careful how I do it. Not like that. Okay, okay. We're gonna die really quick. We're gonna die really quick and try this again. There we go. Alright. We've got an idea here. It's a new idea, one I've not done before. I also have to just get into the habit of fighting this guy. Here we go. I am liking this a little bit better. I have some more confidence with this move, actually. Oops. Okay. Oh, I turned around. No. I need to get a controller, man. Oh, that one was my bad. Just gotta get low enough so he can't hit me. There we go. Okay, go in. Oh, of course you would. Okay. It needs to be a combination. It can't just be the nail arts, because he's not taking enough damage. Okay. I'll be back soon, just saying hi. If I don't come back, alright, sounds good, Swift too, but I will come back. Alright. Good luck with whatever you're up to. I hope catch you again a little later. 99%, I'll count on it. I'll count on it. Sounds good, Swifty. We'll catch you in a little bit. I always get hit by it. It doesn't matter how out of the way it is, he somehow still hits me with that move. Okay. Let's try this again. I need to just practice it on Radiant, honestly. If I can beat him on Radiant, then I think we'll be fine. Okay. Gives me a good moment to heal. Okay. So... how do I want to do this? Not like that. But he's such a baby, I can't move, man. Come on. Like, please. Choose somewhere that's not a corner or dead center. Like, I know that's hard because this arena literally has, like, nowhere for you to stand, but... That's not right. Right where I'm landing. Okay. Just kill me, yeah. You know what? Forget it. We're not practicing. We're not practicing. We're just gonna go in and do it. The best practice is to just play, right? Eventually I'll get sick of the game and quit, so... that would be nice, just to be done. I don't think I'm ever gonna 100% Silk Song when that game finally comes out. I don't think I ever intend to, I'm gonna be honest. It's not worth it. The amount of fun I've had with this game, it's been nice, it's been fun, but it's ceasing to be fun. It just exists, and all it is pain. Just so much pain. Alright, here we go. Just play it slow. Why am I trying to, like, speedrun this? Play it slow and carefully. Okay. It's whatever. Just gotta be careful. Oh, I was lucky. I got so lucky. Alright, come on. Come on. Alright. Deep breaths, just play the game like it's my birthday or something. I don't know why in specific my birthday, but you're supposed to have a good time on your birthday, so I guess play it like it's my birthday. Yeah, that works. Okay, I'm dumb. I am so incredibly dumb. Okay, now that's messed up. I don't want to talk about that fight, guys. Bro literally just puppy guarded me. The camping is crazy. Alright, I forgot he does that. Whatever. I heal everything back now. Alright. Whatever. Alright. Alright. Let's try this again. You're probably gonna jump over me, aren't you? Nope? Okay. Sweet. Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting first stagger so soon, but... Okay. Who's next? I'm trying to remember. It's somebody, I don't remember who. And it's... Gorb, yeah. I hurt myself more than Gorb hurts me more often than not. Bro, I'm not coming to get you. You gotta come get me. There we go. Patience. Patience will help me so much in this game. Except here, I'm just gonna rush this guy. Okay, that doesn't work. Interesting. There we go. That should put me up against Oro and Shio, is it? Might be Oro and Mato. I don't know their names, man. Or no, I forgot about this guy. Yeah. Hardly even a boss. Okay. There we go. Oh, why'd I do that? Oh well. That's fine. It was only 1 damage. Hey Zender, how's it going, man? Welcome on in. Oro, let's go, buddy. I need you to drop that. Thank you. Okay, Oromato. Oops, too early. It's okay. There we go. I waited 6 hours for you to suck at a game, as it says in the title. Yeah, no, this game, man, I hate it. I cannot for the life of me, do well in Hollow Knight. Like, I do okay, but I don't do good. It's tough. I don't like Hollow Knight too much anymore. I used to enjoy it. But I can't seem to I just can't seem to win anymore. How's the game ideas going? They've been going good. I wrote down a couple more Easter egg ideas today. Nothing super insane. And I have some other ideas that I haven't written down that I need to. So I'll do that after I get to another saved point. There we go. There we go. So let me go write that down really fast now I'm thinking about it. It's in music. So, just quickly writing down some stuff. Sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, the list I was gonna send to the Discord. Let's just say snore, me. You know, fair enough. Fair enough. But the king is always king. Thank you, I appreciate it. Well, if you ever happen to think about sending in a list, you know, just let me know. I will happily read it and check out your suggestions. It might make it into the game, it might not. We'll see. I'm not gonna promise anything. This is just about getting an idea of scope and then writing pseudocode to kind of get an idea of what I need to do. Which we haven't even begun the pseudocode writing yet. That's gonna be crazy. Dang it. I mean, we did keep all of our lifeblood masks for a while there, which was nice. If I do, there might be a whole bunch of guns. Well, I need plenty of weapon ideas, so specifics about guns would be great. Because I don't usually play a ton of first-person shooters. Like, I know like, basic guns and stuff, but, you know, I'd like to have a pretty in-depth system when it comes to weaponry. So plenty of guns, plenty of melee weapons, anything like that. Suggestions are more than welcome. But again, anything really. If you have specific suggestions about NPCs or boss ideas even. Because there are going to be some stuff that is hard-coded, and a lot of that is also going to be kind of, a lot of that is also going to end up being, some of that stuff is also going to kind of be AI induced, I guess, for lack of a better word. Ouch. There we go. Let's see, make the last boss king, aka you. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's menacing enough. It would be kind of interesting, though, adding into the whole idea that the game... You could kind of approach it with a Tron aspect and say, like, you know, after a certain point, the game is aware it's a game. And so, you know, the creator of the game, aka me, does step in, and you have him as a boss to fight, and you know, you're messing up the world. Who knows? That's an interesting concept. It might be a whole different game, though. I don't know. I'll have to toy around with that idea. Dang it. Ouch. I missed a lot of those hits. Okay. Make an extremely large purple fox to guard the king to beat first. I'm the purple fox. Ooh, interesting. I mean, actually, now I'm thinking about it, there might be another game there. I'm starting to think up another idea. I gotta be careful. I might have too many ideas. Okay, we do have all the right charms. Minecraft references? Oh yeah. We're definitely gonna have to have some of those. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try to have quite a few Minecraft references. It's just a matter of how many is too many. There we go. I wanted a little extra soul for the next couple of fights. Not necessarily this one in specific, but just having extra is always good. Okay. Here's a small one then, hear me out. Crowns to collect before fighting king. That one wouldn't be bad. Little little collectibles and stuff that unlock other things. Especially like a big boss fight would be interesting. If I'm not mistaken, there's a feature like that in one of the Batman Arkham games. You have to collect a certain amount of like files or something before you can fight the Black Mask. I think. It's been so long since I played them, but I seem to remember that being a thing. And then it was like the true final boss, but I don't know. Ouch. Okay. Okay. Good. We're making progress. When your monitor reflects light, it looks like you're in the game playing. Oh gosh. I've got really reflective glasses, and it's not supposed to be so reflective. I have a coating on it that's supposed to help with that. It doesn't. It just does not help. Okay. Bro, if you don't stop that, if you don't stop that, things are gonna get really bad for you. Okay. There we go. I don't remember who's next. It feels like it's been ages since I've done this, but it hasn't. I literally did this last week. Okay. That was close. That was just about a hair away from my face. Oh, jeez. Alright, Grim. My boy. How's it going? Okay. Go up. I don't know if I'll be able to beat Nightmare King Grim now that I'm thinking about it. It's been so long since I fought him, it feels like. But maybe it hasn't. Who knows? Nightmare King, yeah. Everybody wants to be a king, but there's only one. There can only be one. Gosh. There we go. Okay, the next group of enemies should be pretty hard, or start getting harder anyway. This is where I usually start to take a lot more damage than what I want. Hey Swifty, how's it going, man? Yeah, these guys. Hello. Okay, patience is key. Dude. Okay, maybe patience isn't the key. Because they can't seem to make up their mind what they're doing, man. What are they doing? They keep bunching themselves up in these corners, and I can't hit them. I can't see what they're doing. Please, please, no. Okay, there goes. Wow. It doesn't even have to be a corner. They'll just bunch themselves up in the middle of the room, too. Okay, heal. I'm sort of back, but not really. That's a-okay, man. I'm still on phone listening on PC, so the delay's nuts. Oh, I bet. I bet. Well, it's good to have you back, even if it's, in a not quite perfect way. Another one bites the dust. Relatively quick, relatively easy. Alright, I didn't realize you were this far in. So, Nosk? Okay. Take it slow. Try not to panic. Okay. I just heard you read my first message. Dang. It is delayed then. Jeez. Yeah, that's gotta be about 30 seconds. Wow. That's insane, Swiftu. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Too late. Yep. Oh well. It's fine. There we go. He's getting low. There it is. There it is. Okay. So this is probably the most well-off I've been for a while. So now I just gotta be very careful on how I take out Sly. Dang it. I messed that up already. Bro, what are you on? Okay, I need to heal. This dude is insane today. Okay, heal. We can get 2 here. 3? No, just 2. Okay. Okay, heal, heal, heal. We got, Sentinel Hornet. And then Bench, I think. It might be Zote, but I think it's a Bench. Heal. Ouch. There we go. Heal. Shaw! Adita! Oh, jeez. Yeah, you know, good old Hornet. So I guess... Who's next, then? Agita? No, no, not 30 seconds? Oh, no. Is it worse than that? I just now heard you say, wow, the delay is bad. That's awful. That is really bad. It's 30 seconds delay. Wow. It's longer for me for sure. Yeah, I bet. I bet, man. Well, I hope it gets better, but if it doesn't, you know... you have my sympathies. I've only had to wait for 5 seconds. Yeah, it's because Swifty's on mobile right now. So their delay is gonna be a little bit worse. Oh, I don't need to heal, okay. Dang it. Thought I was clean on that one, but I still got hit. Minor 25-second difference. Yeah, just a small difference. Ah. Come on. I know you're low. There we go. Okay. Imagine you found hamburger helper, but there was no hamburgers, so it was just helper. See, now that's what I'm talking about. That sounds great. Just having helper. Although, wouldn't that just be mac and cheese? I like the hamburger part, honestly. That's the only part I enjoy about hamburger helper. It has to be a minute or two delay. Oh, absolutely. It's got to be high. One thing you can check. Let me see where the setting is on mobile. It's been a while since I've used Twitch Mobile, so there's a couple of settings that you might be able to tick over to kind of help it. So if you press the settings icon and go to low latency player, make sure that's turned on, and that should help it a little bit. One other thing, you can't check it on here, okay. There used to be a way that you could check some statistics there, and it would tell you just how bad the delay was in exact numbers, but they don't have that there. I got more Hermitcraft catch up to do, so I'll be lurking. Alright, sounds good, Admiral. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. We'll catch you a little bit later. Dang it, missed him. There we go. Heal, 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 heal. I think I don't need to heal, but I'm going to anyway. Okay, yeah, we were good. Good. I have 0 delay on mobile, iPhone 6 Plus, literally. It might be internet, too, I don't know. It's hard to say, honestly. It just depends on what Swifty's running on, what connection to the internet they have, if it's through data or Wi-Fi, if it's, you know, how old is the phone? Like, a 6S Plus, you know, that's an older phone. But, you know, it's all those things can kind of come together. How full the phone is on storage also even affects that. So it, you know, there's all sorts of factors into it. All right, Soul Tyrant, here we go. Patience is key. Okay, here we go. Just gonna sneak one hit there when I can and call it good. Let me pause for a second. I want to catch up on chat. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get anxious if I don't. Guess my apps, Twitch, YouTube, and Duolingo only. I believe it, honestly. The 6S Plus, it doesn't run much anymore. Very old iOS. That goes back to iOS 12. It might have 13, but I think it only runs 12. So a lot of the apps don't even support it anymore, and the ones that do, they take up a lot of space. Especially if you use your phone to like take pictures or anything. I'm sure that eats up a lot of your storage space. Currently eating some random French sour candy my uncle brought, and it's... No, not the cut on the lip. Admiral would be able to testify to this. He had a cut on his lip for a while, and he didn't want to eat anything. I'd imagine eating sour food especially, though. I'd imagine that's definitely no fun, Vince. But I guess that's part of the fun with sour candy, right? Is the pain that comes alongside it. Jeez. Well, I hope the cut on your lip heals up soon. And then hopefully you can enjoy your candy a little bit more. My lip is cut right now, been cut for a year. That's not good. I mean, I know you don't need me to tell you that, but that ain't good. Ouch. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Close. It's really 4 seconds, but who cares? Okay. Zote next, I think. And it has that stupid sour powder that's either completely stuck or it gets all over the place. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like those little almost like crystals kind of deal. I hate those. I love them. I love them when I have a clean mouth that doesn't have any sores or blisters or cuts. But if you have any of those, forget it. Forget it. It's almost done healing 83% there. You know, if it's taken about a year, that's like another... Oh, I forgot about him. Okay, we gotta take this guy slow. slow. But, you know, probably about, what, 3 more months to go then? You got this, man. I believe. Heal. I'm so concentrated. I hate this guy so much. Think I'm safe here? Yes. No. Okay, heal. Dang it. Wrong way. Oh. Nope. No, wrong way. Oh, gosh. Oh, I was hoping I was just in a good enough spot for that. He's low. He's so low. Okay, can that... I don't think that's good enough. Okay, it's good enough. Good. Okay, good. Okay, I hate this guy. You're gonna get beat up by a ghost with useless shield. I know. I hate him so much. Not 1 month. Yeah. That makes more sense. That would actually math out a little bit better. Now we back, boys. No delay. No more having to wait 3 minutes to hear one message. Let's go. Bro, who made Hollow Knight? Me. King! King made everything and everyone... Wait, pause. King is love, king is life. Also, schoolwork has reached its peak and is now to slow down. Daily aquatics are going to start again very soon. Well, that's good. Hopefully school starts slowing down for all y'all. I know it's coming up on, finals and such. So, summer's on its way. Summer is on its way, guys. King made the world and the Avengers. Totally. That was all me, man. Alright, Zote. You and me, buddy. One? Good. Oh, shoot. I messed that up. Okay. Can I get two? Yeah, there we go. Dang it. Okay. Full heal. My heart hurts. Give me a second to breathe. Okay. Sure, the AI models are going good. Oh, jeez. I see another test one. We'll listen to it here in a minute. Bro really is the king. promotes everything and everyone. Oh boy, I'm getting a promotion. I didn't know I'd get that. Thank you for the alert, Dorito. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. For you, dog, we don't have holidays until around June. Oh, fair point. Fair point. I didn't even think about that. My bad. Well, for you guys, you know, June is on its way. I mean, we're mid-April, so April, May. You know, 1.5 months for a lot of us, for some of us, and then about around about a month for the rest. So, you know, you guys got this. Keep going, keep pulling through. You guys will make it through the year. I don't miss school. Well, I don't, but I'm still doing school. If that makes any sense. Okay, we're full health. Is it Grim next? No, it's False Knight. Okay, give me a minute. I need to go get some water. But then we're gonna win this. Okay, so give me like a quick minute, guys. Okay, I'm really nervous, guys. I hope you understand why. This game has plagued me for so long. I've been on this one save for almost 24 hours, and this is the closest I've had to a promising win. I've made it past this point before. But this guy in specific, is easy. I need to be in a good focus point. What bosses are next? That's a really good question. Let me go and pull that up. I don't think I have the page pulled up anymore, so let me get a new one. Hollow Knight, Pantheon of Hallownest, boss order. Alright. So we got Failed Champion, Nightmare King Grim, a bench. Easy enough. If we can beat Failed Champion hitless, which I've done, I have done him hitless, and then just beat Nightmare King Grim with the full health that I already have, which I can. Oh, then I'm stuck. Oh, gosh. Okay, so, okay. I've beaten Nightmare King Grim before. NKG is something I've done. But, oh gosh. After that, I have to fight Pure Vessel. Pure Vessel is a hit or miss. Sometimes it's a really good fight, and sometimes I suck. And then I have to fight Absolute Radiance. I've never beaten Radiant plain. So, Absolute Radiance, if I'm not... What is the difference between Absolute Radiance and normal Radiance? Absolute Radiance attacks are almost identical to Radiance, but come at a much faster pace. She also has an altered final phase. Her fight contains the following attacks without any modifications, with any modifications stated. Okay, is it double damage? I don't know. Let me catch up here. So Nightmare King, more like Nightmare Demon. Absolute Radiance does 2 masks of damage, by the way. Okay. I could probably work with that. Maybe. Stages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all respectively 400, 450, 300, 750, 281 health each. Stagger values. Description: Absolute Radiance's stagger is based on her health, and she staggers 2 times at 2 predetermined points. Transition from stage 3 to stage 4, so dealing 1,150 damage, and then Absolute Radiance collapses onto the ground, is wrapped up by void tendrils, but breaks free. 1 strike to end the fight, 719 HP, 2,181 damage. I'm scared, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared. We haven't even made it there, and I'm scared. I gotta watch a video on Pure Vessel before we actually fight him again as well, because it's been so long. Alright, let me catch up on chat here. Water equals win. Water equals 70% of a human. H2O equals win. Okay, true. I mean, all those statements are true. Nervous? I was nervous once. They put me in a cardboard room with cats. Cats make me nervous. Oh, jeez. Don't do this to us. Nightmare King about to fold you like an omelet? I hope not. Keyword probably. I love cats. I am the cat king, and king is the king of everything. Oh gosh. I love the fact that you guys have this much confidence in me, but and being king of everything, I don't know if I can do it, guys. We're gonna try to win this. A little bit of tea. That can do it. That can do us some good. I'm stalling. I'm so stalling. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. My neighbor got a new cat after the last one wandered off, and I tried petting it. It smelled my hand and backed away. I'm devastated. Bruh. For whatever reason, animals love me. Cats and dogs both. They love me, and I really don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I'm tall, if it's the the glasses, if I'm just a friendly person, I don't know. But pets love me. I'm gonna, after what you said, Vince, I'm gonna ignore that and play the game. I'm already messing it up. Gosh. I'm throwing. Ah, dude. I'm gonna be so mad. What am I doing? Okay. So I can take 3 hits from Nightmare King Grim before I die. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh boy. Okay, glasses are the best part of your face. Wait, gosh. No, King will protect. I will protect you with my fox powers. I don't know if it'll be enough. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna mess this up so hard. You know he knows he's cooked when he pauses and thinks. I'm just trying to think if there's any way I can stop myself from crying. I can only take 2 hits because the 3rd hit will kill me. I can't take any hits. That's... You guys wanna watch something? Let me see, do I have it still? Let me see if I can pull it up. So if I do... this. Okay, give me a second. How do I hide that? 1 second. Okay, and then I need to do okay. Is that working? Maybe? No? Okay, give me... There we go. So, you guys want to watch my heart rate during this fight? Oh boy, let's make that 1920 by 1080. That should help make it the right size, maybe. Okay. It's already high. What am I trying to do? Like, okay, there we go. How's that? Oh. Special random you laugh, you lose event coming in. Everything to stall the fight. It's gonna happen. Sounded like I was a furry just a minute ago. Don't call me a furry. Zinder, are you a furry? Yeah, there it is. Dang, you're about to have a heart attack over a video game? Imagine your death is due to Hollow Knight. It wouldn't surprise me. I just saw the cardiologist, so I just want you guys to know I am okay. This is normal. This is supposedly normal. Now, in this case, it's a high-stress situation. But my heart does this on a day-to-day basis anyway, and it's just called inappropriate tachycardia, I guess, or sinus tachycardia. I don't remember. It's one of those. But it's just your heart does it at an inappropriate time. It just goes up. So, you know, yeah. I'm gonna be so sad. Alright, let's get the pain over with. Okay. Ouch! Stall. Okay, poll. Or no, prediction. Alright, start prediction. Will King win? Yes? No. Okay, 30 seconds. You guys can put some channel points on this. Will I win? You guys can bet your channel points on this. Oh gosh, I'm just doing everything in my power to stall. I'm sorry, guys. 143, yeah. Yep. Alright, put your money on this, guys. Okay, whoever said no, screw you too. I don't know, I picked yes on accident. Oh gosh, well... yeah, screw you. Yeah, Vince. You know who you are, right? Oh gosh. You can see the moment he's about to have a heart attack. Yeah, you guys will be able to see this live on camera. There's tears coming out of my eyes. I'm gonna lose so many channel points. You know, it's only like 1,000, so like it'll be okay. No, I mean you. I'm a hater. Well, screw you. Alright. Dang it! Oh! Come on! No! don't like it. I really don't like this game. Oh. Okay. There you guys go. I hate this game. I hate it so much. Oh, congrats to Flames Events for getting some channel points there. Okay. Well, I hate this game. I hate this game so much. We were this close to having to stagger, which would have allowed me 4 heals, I think, at the moment. Which would have given me an additional 2 hits to take from him. I shouldn't have paused for the prediction. I really shouldn't have. If I didn't do that, I think I would have dodged it. But I was like, you know what? Let's make this more fun. That was a huge mistake on my behalf on all of that. Well, that's fun for 2 of us at least, yeah. Yeah, definitely, Vince. Alright, let's, Here we go. Here we go. Alright, have fun, Nuggy. Good luck. I don't know what he's pestering you about, but that sounds about right. King is questioning his life choices. Yeah, don't be like King. Don't play Hollow Knight. It's not worth it. I could beat the game without dying. I could do it to 100% completion. But you know what I can't do? I can't beat all the bosses without dying. Alright, I hate this game, man. I hate it so much. Okay. This is John. John plays Celeste. Be like, John, I don't know if I even want to touch Celeste anymore. This game's making me question gaming in general at this point. Besides, like, Minecraft, which is calm, peaceful. Or, like, Stardew, again, calm, peaceful. But games that are hard, why do I play them anymore? I like, Getting Over, I could probably still speedrun Getting Over right now. Never. This is war. Okay. Is John Canadian? There's a very good chance. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Cool. Do it then? Alright, alright. Do I even still have Getting Over It still installed? I think I uninstalled it. I did. Let me install it really quick. It'll be just a second. John is King Ragnog? Oh. I am John. I am John himself, man. I think we need to pull for if King can actually still speedrun this. Okay, speedrun is a very broad term. I can beat it in like sub 20 minutes. It's not technically speedrunning, it's just beating the game at an actually reasonable time. Ryan Reynolds himself. I am Ryan Reynolds. You couldn't recognize it, but I am. I haven't played Getting Over It apparently since last today, which is not accurate. I think last time I played was January 14, maybe? I don't know. Even has his cup? Yeah, definitely. That's 100% his cup. Duolingo put out a banger song. I've not touched Duolingo in a while. I need to. I'm gonna sleep because I need to wake up early tomorrow. Alright, sounds good, Vince. Have a good rest. I'll catch you a little later, hopefully. Good luck with Hollow Knight and don't get folded again. I'd like to. It's called Spanish or Vanish. You know what? I think I might have heard about that. My brother kind of told me that it existed. I haven't listened to it, though. Alright. Let me mute Hollow Knight really quick so you guys can get the full experience here. I want you to capture this one. Please? Okay, it won't. Well, you know, I can force it to capture a different one. Not letting me capture. Settings, turn off full screen really quick. You ready for this? I will keep music off. Is it still not? It's not capturing anymore? What? Excuse me. Alright. Let me do it that way instead then. Not capturing Getting Over It. Okay. There we go, that's better. You guys ready for this? Alright. I can beat just about anything, but I can't beat Hollow Knight, Pantheons. And this is evidence of it. Just gotta get right back into it. I don't like this game. I like this game, actually. It's just not Hollow Knight. Send this to your doctor. Let go. Thank you. Oops. I'm a little bit rusty, but you guys get the point. I can do this way better than I can do Hollow Knight. Hey, Liam, how's it going, man? How's your stream? You guys are playing some Yakuza, right? I think. I was playing some Hollow Knight. I still am. It's open in the background, but I was just talking to my chat. I can speedrun getting over it, but I can't beat Hollow Knight Pantheons. And I'm just doing it as proof at this point. Yakuza 5, nice. You're getting No, I was gonna say you're getting close to the end of the Yakuza games, but no, you're not. We talked about this earlier. Oh, I'm dumb. That's okay. Yeah, not quite. There's just a couple more games, you know, just a few. Okay. I'm not used to playing in windowed mode, but that's the only way I could get it to capture for some reason, so I'm gonna blame that for part of the rust, but also another part of it, a part of it is also I haven't played in about 4 months, so that's what I'm also gonna blame the I'm going to blame, you know, the fact that I haven't played in a while. But I think I've already gotten farther than what most people did. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Orange is really gonna test me. I used to be able to do this part reliably. I don't know if I still can. Sort of, but not quite. Yeah, that sounds about right. How many games did they milk the series with? How many Yakuza games are there? You can speedrun getting over it, but you can't speedrun getting over it. Yeah, I mean, there's certain sections that I'm, like, really good at, and then there's others that I'm really not, that I kind of just luck my way through, but it usually results in a sub 14, or sorry, sub 20, with my lowest being, I think, 8, but I average out around 14 minutes, if I remember correctly. I uninstalled it because I never wanted to play again, just because the game stopped kind of being fun after you play it several times. So, you know, there's that. I kind of luck my way through this part, I'm gonna be honest. If you couldn't tell. Yeah, there it goes. 9 mainline games. If you include non-mainline games, it's around 23. Jeez, that's crazy. I mean, that means you got lots of content available to you, though. So that's nice. Come on. Let's see, how many... It's like me with Minecraft. If I can find the stupid, BT, what? BT, buried treasure. Oh, okay. I don't even bother with buried treasure, I'm gonna be honest. I usually just go with, I mean, it's nice if you can find it, but I usually don't bother with it when I'm speedrunning Minecraft. I mean, I am the guy that has a 4-hour speedrun, but, like... So, like, you know, you could definitely get a lot better than that. So all my advice is kind of garbage in some regards, but... Actually, what was my final speedrun? Was it just sub 2? It might be. I don't remember. It's been so long since I looked at that. Over a year now. Or coming up on a year. Yeah, it's coming up on a year, because it was after 1.20 came out. One 1.20 didn't come out till June. Oops. Imagine trying to buy the whole series, had to spend so much, gosh. Luckily, I do believe they go on sale quite a bit, so, especially the older ones, they're pretty cheap, on sale, so you can probably pick up a good number of them. Now, it still equals out to a lot of money, I'm sure, buying out every single one of the Yakuza games. But it's probably not too terribly expensive, because these games have been coming out since, like, what, early 2000s, I think? For some reason, I want to say that's the case. It might not be quite that long, but it might be around that long. So I want to say they started coming out on PlayStation, like, 2, maybe? ...2005? Yeah, that sound... That... Wow, that's... I'm older than the Yakuza games by only a year. Gosh. Might not even be by a full year. Maybe only, like, 6 months. That's crazy. That is crazy now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. I think you guys kind of get the point. I mean, I'm not playing my best, but I can do infinitely better on this game than I would be doing on Hollow Knight. And this is a lot more tolerable to me. In fact, I'm actually doing really good now. Suddenly I'm actually reaching things. Bro, imagine being twins with a literal game. It's funny because my favorite Star Wars game is older than you. Oh gosh, that's... Oh boy. That's funny. Is it that, the Clone Wars game that we were playing that one day? Yeah. That one is a good one, though. That one was a lot of fun. I don't know if I ever finished it. I think I accidentally deleted all my progress. Yeah, that's what happened. I quit the game without saving. And so I just never picked it up again. I really should finish it. It wasn't like I was super far into the game, but it was like just far enough that I was like, you know, maybe I'm good. But it's been like about a year now, so I think it's time. I think it's time I go back. Shoot. You have VR? I do. I do. I have a Quest 2. And it's not a bad one. It's just I don't use it very often. I want to. I just again, I don't have many games for it, and the games I do have, you play once or twice and you're pretty well set. I was hoping Among Us VR was going to take off a little bit more. But that game kind of died content-wise. I was hoping it was going to pick up, though, and it just didn't. You should play That's Not My Neighbor. I'm not really too much into horror games, I'm going to be honest. Mostly because it does tend to elevate my heart rate too much. To a point that it does, like, actually physically hurt. When I was I've told this story a couple of times. I tried to play Outlast Trials with some friends, and it got my heart rate too high. It was at 180, just playing that game. And we got to the point where I myself and my friends all kind of just pulled the plug on it, and we were like, you know, it's okay to not like this game. It's okay to not like this game. So I refunded it, and it was, and that was that. Never touching it again. You almost died in game and thus almost died IRL. Yeah, dude. It was insane. You know, I'm so glad I quit. But at the same time, I really wish I liked it, because it was fun. It was just, my body physically couldn't handle that stress. Oh well. It's not a horror game. It sounds very much like a horror game to me, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oops. I need to go back and play Super Hot again. That's a VR game I need to play. There's plenty of achievements that we need, and I feel like I could do that stream so much better than what I did, what was it, a year ago? Over a year now? There we go. There, beat the game. Yay. Well, sort of. Just check it out, it's like FNAF, but no scary stuff. Isn't FNAF's whole premise is to kind of jump scare you? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, 14 minutes. Almost 15. Sub 20. There we go. Done. I can do that, but I can't... I've been playing this for 23 hours now. I hate everything about this game. Everything. And then when Silk Song comes out, forget it. Forget it. Yo, homie, I have a feeling this is about Celeste, and I'm gonna hate myself even more during that, I imagine. I feel like I lose myself in Celeste. Like, that one... The visible anger. Disgust with myself. We might be able to play multiplayer on the Star Wars game. Ayo! You know, I'm just saying. That might be pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to take you up on that if we can. Also, yes, you need to get you need to get back on Celeste. Once I beat Hollow Knight, once I'm done with Hollow Knight, I will probably grind Celeste. It needs to happen. Ouch. You wanna test out stream? I'm down, homie. I am down. Okay. Okay, buddy. Just die. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, I stopped for a second short. Oops. Let's see. You might have the same thing with the stress level being too high, dude. On Big Scary, the VR game, let's just say Pop. The thing about... Yeah, it's usually the stress, I guess, probably. And that's one reason why I don't play FNAF either. I do worry what that will do. That one, oof. That one I could imagine causing some issues. Alright, buddy. Goodbye. There we go. You'll see what I mean when you play That's Not My Neighbor. Okay. I will look into it. If it's any consolation, I will look into it. On stream, if I play, it will be on stream. I play every game I get. I try to play on stream at least once, whether I like it or not. Alright, is still there? Yeah, I've still got it. Oops. Luckily, the heart rate is a lot better right now. It's not nearly as high as it was. There we go. Yay. I love this game so much. How long do you think I've been following you? Oh, jeez. It's... Zinder, you've been following me... Has it been 2 years now? I want to say? It feels like it's been that long. Maybe even over that. Or maybe not. Has it been 2 years? For some reason, it feels like it has been. You have a command to check? Yeah. Just exclamation mark follow age. Dude. Okay. There you go. 3 months. Only 3 months? It feels like it's been way longer. Feels like it's been way, way longer. Jeez. This is a newer account? Okay. I was gonna say, that feels way too short. Two years, 7 months, 21 days, 2 hours from Admiral. Okay. I think it was like Foxy or something. Yeah, I don't remember the exact username. I'd have to go searching for it, which I might be able to do here in a minute. We'll see. Do you remember Foxy in your chat? I do. I'm just trying to remember the exact user. Let me see if I can pull it up. Being Cloudbot. Loyalty. Cert. Dang. I'm looking at the hours watched here. So I've streamed over 3,000 hours, okay? Admiral has watched me for 1,640 hours. Just Cause _ live 1,226.50 hours. Unreal 1,126. And then it goes into some other randoms, but it just drops immediately once you get down to like, see who's the next one that actually has a name and isn't a bot. The next one after that would be Bionics at 621, then Nutric at 597, Lion at 572. It drops some more to Ort to 448, Theo at 399, Nuggy at 392, Infinite at 344, Flames at 335, it goes from boom to drop and then drop again. That's crazy. Okay, why can't I find, like... a person here? Let's go, bro. We the real ones for real. I don't know how, but you also have the most points on the loyalty system. I don't know where that jumps in from and how they decide that, but you have the most loyalty points. It's like doubled over itself several times. So, you know, GG on that. Okay. Well, I can't seem to find your username. I don't know why, Zunder, but if you happen to remember the exact name, I might be able to look it up. It's just, it's being very picky about how I look it up. So, we'll see. I would choose a better acronym for channel points. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just gonna say that in case anybody's wondering. Yeah. 7,170 though. That's insane. I know Admiral has probably, he doesn't have the most, but he does have a lot. Well, he might have the most. I don't know. I have 250,000.4k or 250.4k. Sorry. That's insane. I don't know if Virus has more or not. Lifetime he might. Lifetime he should actually have more. 354,209. Gosh. I gotta add some things for you guys, like, soon. For you big point hoarders. Some things to just waste the points on. Not necessarily waste, but... you know, I don't know. Find better things for you to spend it on. I'm just him, bro. Literally, you are Himothy. Maybe free mod. I would do that, but that's how you get creeps to become mods. The people that hide and just lurk to become mod forever. You know, I appreciate the dedication when people do hang around and gain massive amounts of points. But some of them are creeps. Some of them are creeps. Some of them are scary creeps, too. Oops, my bad. Okay. Now, I mean, that being said... one day mod 350k for 50k. I don't know, I'd have to think about it. Just because that is a big thing that I'd have to keep up with and make sure somebody isn't messing with too much. I want to just add some more things that are interactive though. Real money? Oh yeah, $350,000 for mod, guys. Pay up. All current mods have to pay that money too. Sorry for the inconvenience. Ouch. Oh well. 4 a day. Yeah, per day. You better have the money, like, ready tonight. Or else. I don't know why I'm threatening you guys. Suddenly it's become a threat. Even the Streamlabs bot has to pay. Yeah. I'm wearing a Streamlabs shirt right now. I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but they sent me a shirt for using their product so much. I was like, oh, sure, why not? It's a nice shirt. It really is. Do I necessarily recommend Streamlabs? No. It's just I'm so ingrained in what they've got, and also their rewards program is kind of nice considering how far I made it in. But if you don't start on Streamlabs, I'd recommend sticking with OBS. There's so many good plugins for it. Plus, if you want to multi-stream, OBS is just better. You don't have to pay to do it on OBS, but on Streamlabs you do have to pay to multi-stream. Ouch. Okay. Streamlabs bot watching this. Bro knows. I'd like to imagine the Streamlabs bot is just some unpaid intern that's like stuck in the mailroom at Streamlabs. And he sits there all day taking care of adding commands and stuff for streamers. Alright. We're getting pretty decently far now. Okay. There's one for every stream except if they don't use it. Yeah. And that's why the bot bugs out sometimes, is because the person has a stroke or something. I don't know why I tried to hit him. It's a bad idea. Okay, heal. Ouch. Okay. Alright, buddy, I'm gonna need you to die. So if you don't mind. Should be like, what, 2 more hits? 1. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna play my VRC tomorrow. Alright, sounds good, Zinder. We'll catch you a little later. Thanks for popping in and hanging around. And I hope to see you tomorrow, like you said. Enjoy the VR. Thank you for the lurk. Oops. Ah. Maybe not tomorrow, but sometime soon. Yes, absolutely. I'm back. Welcome back, Flames. How's it going? All right. Back to Hollow Knight AC? Yeah. Yeah, we beat the game, we beat getting over it in 14 minutes, so... things worked out. Things definitely worked out. How did that not hurt you? Excuse me? Okay. I don't know what was with that fight, man, but that was whack. Alright, Nosk. Hello. We'll probably take a quick break after Nosk, just because I'm starting to throw a little bit. So, if I kill this guy, then I'll be at a decent place that maybe if I take a short break, it'll help me out. Who knows? We'll see. I also need to see if anybody's awake in my house, because they might all be sleeping, and I need to keep it down a little bit. And I know with this game in specific, I'm prone to get a little bit loud. Not too late. I probably could have gotten one off, but it's fine. Yeah, okay. I'm listening to stream in the background. Alright, sounds good, Zender. Hope you're enjoying your game. Just a couple more hits here. I honestly, I believe it's probably like maybe one. No, it's okay, it's a couple. There it is. Alright, I will be right back. We have, I think, what is it? Sly and then Hornet. So I'll be right back. We'll play this. And then I'll go get some water while I'm doing that. I'll catch you guys here in a minute. Alright, we're back, everybody. How's it going? Good to see you all. Still, if anyone's here with us still, thanks for sticking through that. Anyone that's just joining in, we're playing Hollow Knight Pantheon 5. We're actually pretty decently far through it. I'm just throwing right now, that's all. Okay. A second to heal here. Okay. Heal 2. Okay. couple more hits. There it goes. I sense a raid. Oh jeez. Hopping on the server with Pycia. Alright, Sea of Flames. Enjoy the server. Ouch. 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 You guys came into a great time. I'm getting my butt kicked. How was your stream though, Bionics? Let me oh. I will get you some shoutouts here in a minute. I don't know what I'm doing, but it ain't working. Hey Derek. There we go. Shout out. You guys are on Fortnite. Nice, nice. If you guys haven't already, somebody else hit the shout out for me. Thank you. But if you guys haven't already, please follow Bionics. Great streamer. They're very active in our community, so you know, be sure to go check them out. We won. Nice. Always worth ending on a win. That is the truth. Ended stream without hitting raid, and I thought I messed it up. Oh no. Yeah, no, it happens. It happens. Well, thank you so much for choosing me, though. I appreciate it. I know there's plenty of other great streamers on at this hour, so you know, just thanks for picking me. We're playing some Hollow Knight right now. We are in Pantheon 5. I am at the harder part now, so I'm gonna start focusing up a little bit more. We got to this part a little bit earlier, and I got my butt kicked. But there will be some channel point predictions up here in a couple of minutes, so you guys will be able to gamble some of your points with each other if you'd like. Played Content Warning, Contraband Police, and ended with Fortnite. Content Warning is fun. I don't know how many of you guys have played it. I mean, obviously, Bionics, you have. But Content Warning is great. Lots and lots of fun. I'm hoping to play on stream at some point in the future. But I played with just a couple of friends off stream, and it was a lot of fun. Oops. I'm doing dumb stuff. Let's just end them. There we go. Sort of. See, it is fun, less scary, and less complex version of Lethal Company? Yeah. Lethal Company has a lot to it. For as basic as it looks, there are a lot of, like, moments, and you gotta kind of understand a lot about the game, where this one, it's pretty simple. You just point your camera at monsters and say stuff. Just try not to die, you know? Oops. Okay. Finally set up my stream deck on my phone. Nice, nice. How are you liking it though? I know I know I've been meaning to set one up for a better one than what I've got right now. Mine just changes scenes. But having one that would actually do some other things would be kind of nice. I'm playing a Minecraft world with Unreal, and I've discovered he's really bad at Minecraft. You know, that sounds about right. Wow, true. Hi Nuggy, I thought he was good. he died in the Nether and lost all his stuff. I told him if he admitted he was bad, I'd go get it for him, but he won't admit it. See, the thing is, it's funny. He'll make fun of me for that kind of stuff, but I like, it's one of those things. I know that he does it too, so I just let it slide. But yeah, no, it's funny. We all get really good at Minecraft in terms of like, we get our gear, and so then we just become invincible and we don't die. And so we just get comfortable. And so when you do go to the Nether, it's like you're used to being able to take 20 hits, and now you can only take like 2. And it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm not as invincible as I remember. I'm good at Minecraft with or without gear. I don't know, man. I don't know. No, you're actually pretty decent at Minecraft though, Nuggy. You don't die very much. I've died like 2 times, he's died like 30. Sounds about right. Alright, only 3x2 buttons. But I can have infinite pages. That's not bad. Oops. Okay. There were some mistakes there. I'm gonna go tell him I'm sorry, because he's being a baby. Alright, sounds good, Nuggy. Ah, stop me before the second heal there. Hello, Nikki. How are you doing? Welcome to stream. Have a good night. Alright, sounds good, Nuggy. Hope you have a good night as well. Catch you again, hopefully a little later. Whether that be tomorrow, tonight, Friday, whenever. Nikki, to catch you up to speed, we're currently playing Hollow Knight. We're on Pantheon 5, Pantheon of Hallownest. And, I'm getting my butt kicked, but it's still fun. Ouch. Okay. So now we're at the part where I have to fight Soul Tyrant. Oh, what? Who do I have now? I'm sorry, I forget. It's Soul Tyrant, Markoth. Ugh. Grey Prince, Zote. Failed Champion, Nightmare King, Grim. If I can just beat Grim, I will be farther than I've been. Okay. Not good, sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm very familiar with P5, though. I spent a good few months trying once per day. It sucks. I'm not doing very good. I'm not doing great on it. I get all the way up to Nightmare King Grim, and then I pretty well, you know, I tend to die. I'll be honest. It's a skill issue. I play Call of Duty because I'm bad at COD, by the way. You know, that's okay. I have yet to meet anybody that's really good at Call of Duty. So, you know, for what it's worth, you're probably on par with everybody else. Sorry guys if I'm being a little bit quiet. I'm trying to hold as much lifeblood as I can. I probably need to go get more from the bindings, but I really don't want to. Okay. Worst situation for me, reach the final boss and die in the death animation. Real story, no! Nikki, that sucks, dude. Oh, I can't even imagine that. Oh. I've never beaten Radiance just plain, so I'm scared of absolute Radiance. I'm just playing in the Hall of Gods from, like, the start menu, and, I've already racked up a good amount of time, but I've never actually went up against Radiance. So, well, never successfully went up against Radiance. The farthest I've gotten was Nightmare King Grim. I think I got him to his final phase, and then I died. If I can just beat him, I think I can do it. It's been a minute since I've, like, actually practiced fighting Pure Vessel, but I think I can beat him. He's usually relatively easy for me. King lives in O Block. He is in a gang. Yeah, no cap. Ouch. Okay. Good luck. Thank you. I appreciate it. So far, so good. I mean, this is about... Well, it's not great. Okay. Ouch. Ouch. No. Oh, you suck. Oh, I jumped into that one. That was all me. My way? I'm not way. I was okay. He's low. He's not low. Well, he is now, but, there we go. I'll be in Pie Stream by now. Alright, see you, Derek. One advice on Nightmare King Grim. I found a trick that helped me. I'd love to hear some. I've been doing okay against him, and, like, just, you know, going up against him once, like, in the practice, but I can't, whenever it's actually like, okay, I've lost some health, I can't seem to connect those skills. And I mean, I've beaten him with minimal hits. I haven't done him hitless yet, but it's tough. He is a tough one. Which I guess I'm going up against him now. Same amount of health as last time. Or no, sorry, Zote. I forgot about Zote. My bad. It's less strategy and more a way to time my movement. I keep count like a waltz. Interesting. I've heard that, yeah, if you keep good timing, you know, you can usually keep up with them, because it's often described like a dance. Which is pretty accurate. Drop. Okay. 2. You guys can definitely hear that. Oh my gosh. Not me spamming my left click. Nuh-uh. Okay. Okay, wait. No, this is good. This is good. Okay. Give me a second to breathe. Give me a second to breathe. Okay. I want to talk about how panicked I was. Alright. Okay, here we go. Come on, hitless, we can do this. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, alright. It's Nightmare King Grim, isn't it? I said I'd run another prediction. Alright guys, I'm at full health. I'm at full health, so we're gonna start a prediction here, okay? Will King beat Nightmare King Grim? You guys can put as many points on this as you want. I'm gonna stall for a minute. Okay. I'm at full health. I know my track record hasn't been great. But will I beat Nightmare King Grim? I wish I could put some money in there for you guys. Somebody went a little heavy on yes. Vote. If nobody votes no, this could be a point burner. 2 people vote yes. Oh boy. 1 person votes no with 10, that's smart, you know? Alright, so this will be a runaway vote. If Admiral's correct and it's no, he's going to get 2.5k. If Bionics, if you win, whoever all voted on yes, you guys will split the channel points, more favor towards Bionics because he voted 2,500. But I see there's 1 extra voter on yes, so thank you guys for voting. Cheap loss, big win. Yeah, I mean you made a good move. I'll give you that. All right, focus up. A little bit of water though. Not gonna bother with that one. Oh, I messed that up. But it's okay. Sorry, my muscles are spasming. I'm stressed. Oh gosh, okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna play, but I am shaky. This is about the best I've done so far, so even if I die, I'm gonna be okay. He's low. He's so low. He's on his last phase. We should kill him by next Howling Wraiths. Okay, maybe not next Howling Wraiths, but he should be low. Yes. Okay. Look at the heart. Oh gosh, 152. So, I put 2.5k in cheap loss, big win. I put 20 in there. Thanks for the confidence. You guys are gonna make a little bit. No offense, but I hope you lose. Fair enough. I mean, it was good favor for you. Let me go ahead and decide the prediction so you guys get your points. We'll do another prediction. So choose outcome. Did King beat Nightmare King Grim? Yes. So congrats to the victors there. If anyone's curious about point split, that was, let's see. Nikki won 21 points, and Bionics won 2,510. So you gained 10, and somebody gained 1. Nikki gained 1. Sorry. Words are hard. Where'd the extra one come from? I guess they add more channel points if there's if something happens. I don't know. Well, we're gonna do another one. Will King beat Pure Vessel? Okay. Hey, welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome. How was your stream, Commander? Good to see you guys. You came in for a perfect time. We're doing a channel point prediction. I am currently playing Hollow Knight, and I'm scared. Hello. I'm very scared. I am at the farthest point I've ever been, but if I die, I lose all that. So it's gonna be fun. But how was stream? Hello, Roka. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Here's your dab. Hello, Commander. Hello. Thank you for the raid once again. If you guys haven't already, be sure to follow Commander Hawk. Great streamer. Lots of fun to hang around for sure. So I definitely recommend you guys go check him out sometime. You guys are playing some Just Chatting today. What were you guys talking about, if you don't mind me asking? I have no faith in you beating Pure Vessel from personal experience. You know, that's fair. That is 100% fair. My heart is, like, racing so badly. Okay. Stream was crazy on Fort. So many tryhards this evening, but chatting, you know, that's good. You know, just having some good talks is nice. I know it can be kind of a little bit scary over on Fortnite. Those tryhards do hit hard when they are there. I haven't played Fortnite in a very long time, due to a couple of tryhards. I'm twitching. I am twitching. We're playing Hollow Knight. I'm gonna explain this really quick. I sound like I'm gonna cry. I promise I'm not. I'm not gonna cry. But we're playing Hollow Knight, and we're playing Pantheon 5. For anyone who doesn't know, Pantheons are where you fight bosses. That's all you do. I am on the final Pantheon, which means you're fighting basically all the bosses in a row. It's boss rush, like Nikki says. I'm at the end of the boss rush. If I lose here, I have to redo it all. I'm not at the end, but I'm second to last. This is the last resting place before the last boss. My heart is beating out of my chest. This is the farthest I've ever made it, and I don't want to die. I wish I could just stay here. Even when I beat P5, I still can't beat Pure Vessel reliably. That's fair. I'm YouTubing. To be fair, you're on Twitch right now. Okay, YouTube. Yeah, you're right. We talked about some new games and FNCS and law enforcement as well to answer your question. Well, I have no idea really what FNCS is, but law enforcement, that's always fun to talk about. I've had some interesting talks about that before. What kind of new games are you guys interested in? I'm curious. Could be a mental drain sometimes. Yeah, funny thing is the sweats came into my chat and said GG. Well, that's nice. That's rare. It's rare to actually have some sweats actually be somewhat nice. Oh, Fortnite competitive. Okay. Oh, my bad. Alright. Who's ready to watch me throw? Who's ready to watch me throw? Alright. I'm going to... Fun fact, the Hollow Knight is missing his right arm. Pure Vessel uses his right hand to slash. Really? I never even noticed. Huh. Now that you mention it, I kind of see it. Fortnite Championship. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm promising I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just trying to delay the inevitable at this point, but I need to focus. We're gonna focus up. I'm going to kick this guy's butt, and then we're gonna fight the final boss. I've never beaten the final boss? Whoa. Wait! Is this the... This is from that one flashback, the White King, right? Okay. Neat little thing. My teeth are clicking. Alright, buddy. Just me and you and me. Just the two of us. Ouch. Oh, I don't need to heal. Ah. No. Heal. I can get 1, 2. Sure. Dang it. No. Ow. Yes. Pause. 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 Please let me pause. Please let me pause. Please let me pause. Please. Oh my gosh. 177. I can't feel my legs or my hands. I'm on the final boss, guys. I have such steadiness, but at the same time I can't feel anything. I can't feel my face. This is joy and nervousness hitting at the same time. Okay. Okay. I can't hold my hands steady enough to actually do stuff. Okay. Choose prediction. Choose outcome. Will King beat your vessel? Yes. Okay. It's contracting. Oh, okay. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Okay, well, 262 points went to X-Roka and Bionics. Congrats. One more point reward, maybe? My fingers, they hurt so bad. Oh my gosh, I don't have any blood flow in my hands. You guys can't see it, but they're white. Give me a second. Oh gosh. I'm gonna take a quick break, but let me go and start up a point redemption thing here, or a prediction. Will King beat Absolute Radiance? How do you spell Radiance? I can't think. I can't think. Absolute Radiance. Just copy paste it. I have it right there. Yes, no. You guys get 5 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break because I just need time. So go ahead and predict. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm not ready. I'm not ready, so what we're gonna do, I'm going to open up a new window. We're gonna watch some training videos on how to beat Absolute Radiance. Hang on one second. Okay. How to beat Absolute Radiance. Okay. I'm so scared. Oh my gosh. I've never made it this far. I want to be done. And this is like the best way. Okay. So, this one has the most views. It was 4 years ago. This one's the most recent, so it might have the newest strategies. Let's give this one a go.
Don't worry, little bug. You may be struggling now, but we'll go painfully in-depth into every part of this fight so that even you can't mess it up. Absolute Radiance, or Absrad, is probably the hardest boss in Hollow Knight for any sane person. The chaotic patterns of Oblobbles, the floorlessness of Ascended Markoth, the speed of Nightmare King Grim. This moth is a real bastard. Let's break down the basics and then extrapolate each section of the fight, followed by specific tips for Radiant at the end. Most people would say that there are 6 phases to this fight, though to me it really feels more like 3 sections with different parts. But we don't have time for semantics. For charms, I'd recommend Unbreakable Strength for maximum nail damage, Quick Slash for flurries of attacks and faster up slashes while jumping, Shaman Stone for the strongest spells, which we'll be using a lot of, Steady Body to avoid getting knocked off platforms with your attacks, and Grub Song so that you'll almost always have soul after inevitably getting hit. There is some room for adjustment here though. If you aren't getting the most out of Quick Slash, you can try Mark of Pride so Absrad is easier to hit
I do have that
go
one.
off of. Or Quick Focus if you want to be more defensive and heal more often. Grub Song could be Nailmaster's Glory if you like nail arts. If you don't like to cast spells, you can replace Shaman Stone. Or Steady Body and Grub Song could be Spell Twister. You get the idea. This is what I recommend, but you can adjust it based on your personal preferences.
Okay.
More than anything, you need to focus on playing slowly and defensively against Absrad. Groundbreaking tech, I know. She's more like a platforming challenge than a traditional boss fight, so you need to learn the attack patterns and get used to dodging them. We'll go into specifics a bit later. Don't greed and go for unsafe attacks for a tiny bit of damage. Focus on dodging first and damage second. This is a battle of bug attrition. There are even audio cues for attacks, so if the battle music is too loud or stressing you out during the fight, go into your settings and just turn it down. Spells are your best friend in this fight. Abyss Shriek and Descending Dark are especially useful for their high damage to help you move quickly through different phases. And Descending Dark's invulnerability frames can carry you through difficult sections of the fight. Remember, when in doubt, Descending Dark. But out of all this stuff, the most important thing is to just take your time. This fight is long and difficult. Trying to rush through it will be your downfall. With that out of the way, let's move on to the phases.
Okay, here we go.
Get used to seeing this opening cutscene. Phase 1 is the learning stage. There are a lot of different attack patterns to avoid, so let's go through them all. The sword wall can come in from either direction, though I find it comes from the right more often than the left. You want to walk away from the swords and look for openings to dash through the safe spots in the walls. You can shade dash through the swords, but there are 3 waves, so you'll only get that chance for one of them. If you get a good pattern with a safe spot along the ground, you have time to heal. Unless the Radiance is right on top of you, focus on dodging the swords and then retaliate. This attack is easy to accidentally fall victim to if you aren't careful, as Absrad teleports away from you. You can also use spells to hover in the safe spots or Descending Dark to iframe it, but that often feels like a waste of soul. Next is the Sword Rain, where swords fall from the ceiling. Like the Sword Wall, you're better to prioritize dodging the swords and get back to attacking Absrad afterwards. Dashing during this attack is dangerous. You're more likely to dash into another sword than you are to avoid the one you may be dashing away from. But if you watch carefully, you should have enough base movement speed to walk between them. And you can stand between the grouped swords, but the spacing is tight and not really worth the risk. Try your best not to get caught by a row of 4 swords, because that's the hardest to move away from. And when in doubt, Descending Dark. Next we have the Wall of Light, which moves horizontally like the Wall of Swords, but this needs to be shade dashed through or D-darked through. It can also sometimes overlap with other attacks. If you've spent your shade dash, you usually have time to move away from it for long enough that your dash can recharge. If there are other hazards around, you have to decide if you can do so safely or if you need to avoid it all with Descending Dark. Feeling overwhelmed yet? Because we're only halfway. The Sword Burst attack involves Absrad summoning a circle of swords to fire at you twice. They don't start moving until they're all summoned, so you have a second to step out of their trajectory like you would against Gorb's spears.
Oh
Then
shoot,
sidestep
not
the next
Gorb.
set by moving into the trajectory of the first swords. It's a good time to Howling Shriek at her after this attack before she teleports. Then the Beam Burst attack involves 3 waves of beams firing from the Radiance. Each wave is offset from the other. The telegraph is short, so you really need to move to get out of the way of this attack. It's a little easier from further away, and although each wave is offset from the other, they aren't perfect. The last wave won't be in quite the same place as the first. Descending Dark can help you get through this attack if the patterns are bad, but you have to be prepared for it because of the slight delay at the beginning of the D-Dark animation. And like the Sword Burst, a Howling Shriek is perfect for the end of this attack. You can also do jumping nail slashes during this attack if you can predict the pattern accurately, but it's safer to simply wait. Finally, we have the worst attack of all, the attack that will likely eat away most of your masks and end many attempts. The orbs. Fuck these orbs. Absrad summons 4 orbs sequentially that track you like a goddamn homing missile. The orbs despawn after a few seconds when they hit a surface or when you shade dash through them. However, they are immune to surfaces for the first second, which can make them very tricky, and they will loop around 2 or even 3 times to try and hit you before they're gone. Your best bet is to lure them into the floor, but that's easier said than done, and they often spawn almost on top of you. It requires a lot of precise movement. I'd recommend dodging the first 2 normally and trying to Descending Dark through the rest. Bonus points if you're below Absrad to actually damage her with the D-Dark as well. If you haven't noticed, D-Dark is key to getting through this fight with ease. That covers the gist of this phase, and these attacks persist into later phases, so learning how to avoid them is what will lead to success. It basically needs to become muscle memory. Most of these attacks are white or orangey yellow, and the background is light orangey yellow, so it's super easy to see everything coming. I recommend jumping into the fight in Godhome and practicing just dodging without even attacking back so you can get the hang of it. Don't try to practice Absrad by doing the whole Pantheon, you monster. Now let's talk more about
I don't
offense.
have the
When she first
ability to
appears, the
practice
Radiance doesn't do
Absrad.
much, so you can get in a flurry of attacks.
Come on,
I like
man.
doing a big jump and then down slash, left, down, then up slashes as you fall. Keeps it somewhat simple without any crazy nail turnarounds. And you can get back to safety before the first attacks begin, but you still get some decent damage and soul buildup for those upcoming Shrieks and D-Darks. Generally, you're going to jump at the Radiance and do 2 up slashes between attacks. If you get too greedy with this, you will get hit. And try fitting in Shrieks in safe moments after attacks. They do a ton of damage to Absrad and can move you through phases very quickly since she doesn't get knocked around like other enemies do.
Okay.
Speaking of phases, Phase 2, or 1B, is just like Phase 1, except now the floor has spikes. The
Oh,
spikes
yay.
are well telegraphed, and once they appear, they can actually be removed with Descending Dark. It's ideal to use Descending Dark to remove the spikes and dodge a problematic attack, but sometimes you may just want to wait on the safe half of the floor for the Radiance to teleport over to you. The spikes will have to appear to be removed. If you D-Dark while they're still being telegraphed in the ground, they won't disappear. And while they're up, you can nail bounce on them. You'll likely make it to this phase many times. Once the spikes start appearing, try to prioritize a few Abyss Shrieks to push to the next phase as fast as possible. In Phase 3, 1C if you ask me, spikes appear at both sides of the stage that cannot be removed. The Radiance centers herself on the stage and swords begin continuously raining down from the sky. I've seen some people suggest having some souls saved up for this phase to fire off a few Shrieks and basically skip this phase, but I have the opposite approach. I think that this is the easiest phase, so we should take advantage of it. So using your soul to actually get to this phase quickly, then simply jumping between swords and doing single slashes lets you safely finish this phase with a near full soul gauge, so that you can heal afterward or have a ton of soul saved up for the next much harder phase.
Okay.
It's up to you if you'd like to end this phase slowly with a lot of soul or skip it with Howling Shrieks. And if you aren't sure why I keep calling Abyss Shriek Howling Shriek, it started as an accident but is now kind of a meme on the channel. We even have t-shirts that you can get in my online store along with other Hollow Knight and gaming merch. 5% off with the code YouTubeViewer for the next 2 months at checkout. And YouTube channel members also get their own discount codes at certain tiers. And here we are. You've made it to phase 4. 2. Sorry. This time, Absolute Radiance flies too high for a nice, comfy floor, so you have to suffer. The lack of footing is what makes this phase so difficult, all while trying to deal with the same bullshit attacks from the first few phases. I don't recommend chasing Absrad around the arena in this phase. It's easy to be caught by a stray beam, and she teleports often. Dodging the orbs is especially hard here, and you need to use the platforms as a makeshift shield.
By
Keep to the
10:35,
middle
alright, sounds good,
platforms and wait
Zender.
for her to
Catch you a
come to
little later.
You can spam a lot of
Maybe
up
tomorrow.
slashes on these
We'll
platforms,
see.
but be ready
Thanks
for
for hanging out.
attacks.
This is
An
cool.
early descending dark can deal some decent damage and let you position well during the first part of a sword or beam burst. Then you can use
Down,
Howling
left,
Shriek
down,
on her
up,
after
up,
an
yeah.
attack, or during a safe attack like a sword wall. Shriek is also great if she appears on a platform above you. Oftentimes though, the safest thing to do is just spam D-Darks. It's also worth noting that falling off stage will only deal 1 mask's worth of damage as opposed to the 2 damage from any of her attacks. So sometimes falling to your death can actually be advantageous. And this goes for all phases, not just this one. When killing yourself is better than fighting normally, am I right? Did I mention there's no floor in this part? It gives me horrible Markoth flashbacks. If you manage to deal enough damage in phase 4, 750 to be exact. Note that that's about 6 Shrieks, 9 D-Darks, or 23 nail hits. You do the math on the best way through that phase. You get to move on to the climb. A harrowing journey up itty-bitty platforms while Absrad turns on her fully automatic beam firing setting. There are 2 main ways to do this platforming section. Try to climb as vertically as possible between the platforms to get up quickly, making micro adjustments to dodge, or jump out horizontally from the platforms and dash back onto them in hopes that it draws the Radiance's attack away from you. I personally prefer the latter, but if you want to climb staring down the barrel of the Radiance's beam cannon, that is your prerogative. This part takes some practice, which is difficult because it's so late in the fight. You have to get familiar with the timing of the lasers and try to line up your jumps so that the hitbox of the beams comes out at the beginning of your jump, while you have the most control over your movement. Then you can be falling onto the platform while there are no active hitboxes. If you're falling and you end up in the path of an active beam hitbox, it is much harder to avoid. Using Monarch Wings as a way to hold position and time out the attack is a great way to help avoid them. This portion is slightly time sensitive as the void comes up underneath you, but you have enough of a margin of error to climb back up if you fall down a platform or 2, so long as you don't panic. Like the other phases, if you take it slowly and methodically, you'll reach the top no problem. Consistency is key. Now that you've ascended higher than even Gorb could dream, you're on to the final phase, which is also relatively easy since there's a small exploit we can take advantage of. In this phase, there are 2 small platforms and the Radiance will teleport around as bug-seeking orbs spawn one after another. But those orbs despawn off screen, so if you pogo on top of the Radiance's stupid moth head, you can basically completely ignore the orbs. Now keep in mind she teleports. Nothing is worse than thinking you'll get a pogo only to fall to your doom, maybe eating a terrible orb in your sensitive bug bits on the way down. I find that she sticks in one spot long enough for about 2 nail bounces. After that, you can do a double jump while she teleports and then dash toward wherever she moves to. This is harder if she moves from one side of the stage to the other. The best practice is to get that last pogo right before she teleports, so you can also use your double jump to move toward her, but this takes practice. You can at least double jump toward the center to hedge your bets and then dash either direction. If you do fall, do your best to avoid the orbs and land on one of the platforms, but you'll almost surely panic and waste your movement options and fall into the blast zone. If an opportunity presents itself, you can also shriek, but it only takes about 10 nail hits to get through this phase, so if you focus on avoiding the orbs off stage, this should be no problem. Now, for those masochists that want to do this on Radiant, I did it, and I hate myself, but honestly, there isn't much different from the normal fight. Overcharm by replacing Grubsong with Soul Eater easier, so you can focus on skipping phases with spells. I recommend practicing this fight on the normal difficulty just without healing, so you can get comfortable with each phase slowly and you have a larger margin of error. Once you've taken the time to learn all the patterns, you can focus on gathering soul with your nail and taking every opportunity to whittle Abzurad down with spells. Phase 4 especially is extremely tough on Radiant, so you need to be very good at weaving Abyss Shrieks between her attacks while she's close, and making the most of her coming onto platforms by dodging with Descending Dark and spamming up slashes while it's safe. That's really it. Otherwise, follow the tips in the rest of the video since her actual patterns don't change. This one is just a grind, but by the time you can comfortably do the fight normally, doing it hitless is less of a jump than you'd think. And say it with me, when in doubt, Descending Dark. Very good. Absolute Radiance is probably the most difficult encounter in Hollow Knight, so once you've beaten it, you're in the big leagues like the rest of us. Grinding a tough boss can feel grueling sometimes, so that opening sequence is infuriatingly long. So don't be afraid to take a break when you're getting frustrated. Walking away and letting your mind solidify what you've been practicing can make a huge difference. Do your best to have fun with it, except on Radiant. That's for people that hate themselves. Like me. But if you want to hate yourself less, my Radiant how-to series is all wrapped up now. You can find them in a playlist in the link in the description if you need help with any other Radiant fights. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so by checking out the online store in the description or become—
I'm not ready. But I don't know if I'll ever be. So we're just gonna do it. No. No. Okay. So we didn't make it very far. We did not make it very far. Can I practice Absolute Radiance yet? Or no? Because I really need to practice Absolute Radiance. Please. Please. My heart hurts so bad. It's so tired. Please let me practice. Please. No, please. Okay, sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. Okay. Let's just try to beat Attuned first, and then we'll try Ascended. So this is the easier Radiance. Okay. Oh, I messed that up. Okay. Just kill me. We gotta practice some avoidance here. Okay. Oh wait, this is actual Absolute Radiance, not just plain Radiance. My bad. Oh, I need to stop jumping it. I need to just dash through. Okay, I need to get better about attack avoidance. Okay. So this is gonna be a little bit of a grind. Oh boy. Dang it. Descending Dark, why am I not using it? It's because I can't get my finger there. Uh-oh. Okay. This fight sucks. Who in their right mind enjoys this? Who's the psycho that came up with this? I have words. I have lots of words I'd like to speak to you. Okay, yeah, this game sucks. It all sucks. Everything about it, man. I'm not gonna win. I thought we were gonna win tonight. I'm gonna be honest. I thought there was a chance we'd win. Did I ever give you guys your channel points for beating Radiance? A lot of you bet yes. That's a bummer. What was the summary on that? Who voted no? Admiral and Makasu. You guys won big that time. 4,239 more points. Gosh. Oops. Descending Dark. Descending Dark. Why am I not using it? Now that it's over, I'm rooting for you. Well, I appreciate it. Too early. This is gonna suck. How? How are you going... Mm-mm. I don't like this. I don't like this game. Okay. So... we're getting close. We're actually getting pretty darn close, all things considered. Honestly, if it weren't for the background being so bright, I think I could do it. It's that background that's throwing me off. Okay. We're actually not doing bad. That's the sad thing. I just gotta be able to beat it reliably and we're fine. Oh, that was a whole bunch of baloney. Come on. Okay. King Sam said some crazy stuff. That doesn't surprise me. That's pretty much Sam and you all the time, Derek. I'm gonna be honest. How do you... How do you do this? I was doing so good, now I'm doing so bad. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, come on. I thought I had enough soul for Descending Dark, but I didn't. Check Discord quotes. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. That's about average, Sam, I'm gonna be honest. That doesn't surprise me. Welcome back, Flames, how's it going? think Sam's likely not sure though. I don't know, man. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, really. I don't know. Those messages are kind of vague. There's 5 levels of being gay. I'm level 1. Sam is 5. Dang. Jeez. Okay, gosh. I hate this game, dude. Ads are incoming. I'm gonna quickly snooze those. This will probably be our last attempt for tonight. Unless I just have a breakthrough moment where, like, suddenly I'm doing really good, but I'm not feeling it right now. Coughing cat, more coughing. Gosh. Okay, I know I said the last one was gonna be the last one, but I think this one will be the last. So let me snooze that one more time. What is this? I don't like that. That's a horrible attack combo. King, why do you hate yourself? Because it's fun. That's why. That's why I do it. I have 23 hours and 45 minutes. I almost had it under 24 hours. And then that last guy is just tough. Well, we're gonna have to play again another time. Whether it be tonight, or I'm sorry, whether it be tomorrow or next week, we'll see. I just really want to get finished with Hollow Knight. I need my Wednesdays free again. And if I can finish Hollow Knight, I feel like that's a good time for me to close out the Wednesday night streams. So I can focus more on game development, which we might still do on Wednesdays, and we might still do surprise streams on Wednesdays and Saturdays. But I need to get it off the official schedule. And so this is the way I want to do it if I can. We're so far. We're so close and yet so far. I mean, you guys, we haven't gotten this achievement. I mean, here. Let me read them so you can actually hear what achievements I'm missing. I am missing. I'm missing defeat the Radiance and consume the light. I haven't done that. I need to slay the nail master, or the nailsmith. Sorry. I need to defeat Nightmare King Grim in a actual game, not the in the Hall of the Gods. I need to receive the Hunter's Mark and record all of Hallownest's creatures in the Hunter's Journal. And then I need to aid the Herald in moving on. Along with that, I need to complete the game in under 5 hours and ascend the Pantheon. Take my place at its peak, which is what we're trying to do right now. Completing a game in under 5 hours will probably be easy after this. Well, I think that's it for now. So, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Hollow Knight sucks. Hollow Knight sucks so much. We're so close, yet so far, but good news, we'll get there. We're so close. We're closer than ever. We are going to end off with a raid, though. So, I encourage you guys, join in, say hello, and get yourselves some more channel points, because we'll be doing more of those predictions, hopefully on tomorrow's stream. But we'll just have to wait and see. So we're going to say hello to Chara. She is currently playing Minecraft, but it looks like right now she's doing Hunger Games with her viewers. So, you know, if that interests you guys, please be sure to hop in there. She's really close to her follow goal as well. One more follower away, and she'll be there. So it'd mean a lot if you guys joined in and said hello. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Good night, everybody.